Welcome to Quantum Leadership, short conversations for the CEO. My name's Coach Hess, and I'm here with Yuval Roden. Welcome, Yuval.
Hello, Coach Hayes. It's great being together again.
Yeah. Well, in episode one, what do you got for us? What's the big question?
Amazing question. I believe all the CEOs will resonate with this. Why sometimes we plan and we establish and we build new strategies, but for some reason it doesn't work? It's a good question, right? All of us really fail from time to time.
No kidding. You feel like you got the right plan. You've got it all figured out. And then you got your team out there doing the work for you and everything, and the numbers aren't quite working out. That negative in that profit line can be a problem real quick for anybody that's driving a ship. And we know how that is for CEOs. So what do you think's at the root of that? Where is the alignment problem? What happened? What's typically that we've seen in business, throughout our lives that creates that problem?
We opening here a window for the quantum mechanics, for the quantum physics, where we really know that things are a bit different from what we have been programmed to believe they are. And actually, there are a lot of frequencies involving here. And if something doesn't work in our life, in any aspect of life, it's just misalignment in between frequencies. There is no harmonious of frequencies. So we might draft amazing strategy, a real book, but if our frequency does not match it, then it won't work.
Isn't that interesting? I see where people kind of have a drive error of, when I'm first working with businesses, I'll see that their focus will be on more of the revenue or what am I going to get in the door, especially the top line revenue, how much money are we going to make, versus what are we servicing? How are we servicing the people? Where's the value in that? And once they get their mindset around, hey, we're providing the value, the money comes. But while they're chasing the money, it's very difficult to get it in the door. So it's an interesting mindset, I think, that you're referring to within the frequencies that are important within this.
Yes, you know what's happened? Many times that the board is pushing or pressing the CEO. Come with a new plan, deliver results,
Yeah.
start changing the picture. And a lot of pressure is coming. Now, sometimes pressure is good if it's really shaking the boat, which sometimes is good. But if it's really put the CEO in a survival mode, if he's really afraid on his chair, the plan will never work.
Right.
He's not coming from confident direction from a high frequency to the market. And the market needs confidence. If you don't transmit or emit the frequency of confidence, the plan will never work. And
So
people really feel the frequency.
I love it. Confidence is so important to it all. And when the stockholders are down your back and all of those kind of things, we need to get our shares up and our earnings here and there. You're right. It's very tough to keep that stable. And that's where the great CEOs, I think, rise. And, we can certainly talk about some of those. So kind of bringing things to, into somewhat of a conclusion, reality responds to who you are, not to what you planned. It's interesting
Exactly.
to say that.
Exactly. It's all about magnetic fields.
Right.
If you really know your value, as you said, people will come to you. People will be attracted to you. They will feel the frequency of the gift you are. And then you don't have to push. Yes, I agree. A new plan, a new strategy is really needed, but as a bridge to the market. Let the market come to you on this bridge. Keep yourself in a high frequency, high confidence. Become the specialist, not the salesman. And then all strategy will work. But if you try to sell, nothing will work.
You push it out the door. Well,
Yes.
Yuval, thank you for your comments. I think that the idea of bringing yourself in the right frequency here to make sure your successes happen around you, aligning yourself properly has been a real valuable lesson in this session. And I look forward to many more. We're going to try to run a session, every week or so. So keep your eye up. It'll be consistent once we start rolling. But we'd like to thank you for attending in Quantum Leadership, Short Conversations for CEOs.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
And